Good morning, boys. Today, this is our lecture 2, chemical equilibrium. Last class we have discussed about the various points regarding the features of equilibrium system. There you have seen that equilibrium system can be classified as homogeneous, heterogeneous equilibrium, physical, chemical equilibrium. Now today, after knowing all those features of equilibrium system, today we shall start with equilibrium constant and law of equilibrium. Let us consider a hypothetical system AA plus BB, reversible sign CC plus DD. Here you know that A and B are reactants, C and D are products, and small a, small b, small c, small d, these are their respective coefficients. Now, according to law of mass action, this is an important law of mass action which can be applied to a chemical system. According to law of mass action, the forward rate, this is forward rate, these are the reactants, this is backward rate, these are the reactants. According to law of mass action, the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the product of concentration of the reactants with their respective stoichiometric coefficients raised as power. So this is law of mass action. According to law of mass action, I repeat, the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the product of concentration of the reactants with their respective stoichiometric coefficient raised as power. So applying law of mass action for the forward direction, we can write forward rate is proportional to the concentration of the reactants A and B with their respective stoichiometric coefficient small a and small b raised as power. Now similarly, rate of backward direction is proportional to, when you take the rate of backward direction, C and D should be considered as reactant. Therefore, rate of backward direction is directly proportional to the concentration of C into concentration of D with their respective coefficient raised as power. So this is forward rate, this is backward rate according to law of mass action. Now we proceed. Rate of forward direction equals to Kf into concentration of A power A, concentration of B power B. Rate of backward direction is equal to Kb into concentration of C power C, concentration of D power D. Now see, this is Kf is the proportionality constant for the forward rate, Kb is the proportionality constant for the backward rate. We know that at equilibrium, when the system attains equilibrium, at equilibrium, these two rates are equal. The opposing rates are equal. This is the one of the important feature of equilibrium process. So at equilibrium, Rf equals to Rb. Therefore, this equal to this. Therefore, you can write Kf into concentration of power A to the power A, concentration of B to the power B equals to Kb into concentration of C to the power C, concentration of D to the power D. Now see, this is the condition we are getting here at equilibrium. Therefore, concentration of C to the power C into concentration of D to the power D divided by concentration of A to the power A into concentration of B to the power B. This is equal to Kf by Kb. Kf by Kb, you know that Kf is the proportionality constant for the forward rate, Kb is the proportionality constant of the backward rate. Therefore, their ratio is a constant quantity. This constant quantity is denoted by Kc, equilibrium constant in terms of concentration. That's why we are writing C here, equilibrium constant in terms of concentration. So if you state law of equilibrium, just you state this expression in the form of language. What I am telling you, just follow me. the ratio of the product of the concentration of the products to that of the product of the concentration of the reactants with their respective stoichiometric coefficient raised as power is a constant quantity at a given temperature known as equilibrium constant denoted by Kc. This is law of equilibrium. Law of equilibrium. So, law of equilibrium can be stated just with reference to this expression. It is the ratio of the product of concentration of the products to that of the product of concentration of the reactants with their respective coefficient raised as power is a constant quantity at a given temperature known as equilibrium constant. Now see, equilibrium constant for a hypothetical reaction is derived here. Equilibrium constant for a hypothetical reaction is derived here. Now we are writing some reactions, chemical reactions, and we are writing the expression of Kc for those chemical reactions. Now supposing the chemical reaction is N2 gas plus H2 gas sign of reversibility 2NH3 gas. You know that this is the chemical reaction. Therefore, expression of this expression of equilibrium constant Kc for this reaction can be written as, here is one product only. So, you will write ammonia concentration power 2 by ammonia concentration power 2 by nitrogen concentration into hydrogen concentration power 3 by nitrogen concentration into hydrogen concentration power 3. Remember, this square bracket indicates molar concentration. Square bracket indicates molar concentration. You are to not mention anything here, just give the square bracket, that itself will indicate molar concentration. So, this is the expression of Kc for this reaction. Now, see, I am writing another reaction, equilibrium system, calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. Now, here you write the expression of Kc in this way, that Kc equals to product, first you take the product concentration of CO2, molar concentration of CO2. You are not to write anything here because this is solid, this is also solid. During the reaction, the concentration of the pure solid, concentration of the solid, concentration of the pure liquid do not change. That's why their concentrations are taken as constant. So, their concentrations are taken as constant, and that constant term is merged with Kc while writing Kc. So, when you write the Kc expression of such reactions, you will take only the gaseous components and the components which are in solution, say aqueous condition, their concentration must be taken. But pure solid, pure liquid, their concentrations will not appear in the expression of Kc. For example, see another system I am writing. If it is given, physical states will be given. Remember, physical states will be given while writing Kc. So, let us take this example, H2O2 liquid twice to H2 gas plus O2 gas 2H2 plus O2 gas. So, this is liquid given. Therefore, when you will write the expression of Kc for this reaction, you have to write only concentration of hydrogen power 2 into concentration of oxygen, nothing more. So, simply here, remember here gases have molar concentration as well as partial pressure. The molar concentration and partial pressures are related with each other. You know that Pv equals to nRT. So, Pv equals to nRT, that means Pv equals to mRT. So, at a given temperature, partial pressure of the gas is directly proportional to its molar concentration. Remember, partial pressure of the gas is directly proportional to the molar concentration. You remember it, temperature is constant, R is constant, so P equals to m at T, m is the molar concentration. So for a gas, you can also write their expression of equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure. Supposing I am writing the expression of Kp for a particular reaction, that hypothetical reaction, see it here. So you have understood how to write the expression of Kc. Remember, while writing the expression of Kc, you won't consider the concentration terms of solids and concentration terms of liquid. This must be kept in your mind. Now see, supposing this is a gaseous reaction. So A is a gas, B is also a gas, C is also a gas, D is also a gas. For gaseous reaction, for gaseous equilibrium system, we can write the expression of equilibrium constant in terms of their molar concentration as well as in terms of their partial pressure, because it is partial pressure because all the gases are involved in the equilibrium system. Therefore, when you write the expression of equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure, this equilibrium constant is denoted as Kp. Kp equals to partial pressure of C power C into partial pressure of D power D by partial pressure of A power A, partial pressure of B power B. So this is similar to Kc. As you know that when we have written the expression of Kc for this reaction, Kc equals to molar concentration of C power C, molar concentration of D power D, molar concentration of A power A, molar concentration of B power B. So we are making actually practically no change. In terms of concentration, in place of concentration, we are writing the partial pressure. This will give the expression of Kp. Kp is only applicable when at least there is one gaseous component involved in the system, equilibrium system. At least one gaseous component involved in the equilibrium system. Otherwise, you cannot write the expression of Kp. Now, we have considered this hypothetical reaction where these are all gases, therefore, we have written the partial pressure of all the substances involved in the equilibrium A, B, C and D. Okay. Now, as we know that Kp equals to this partial pressure of C, using this relation of partial pressure of C equals to molarity of C, that is molar concentration of C into RT. Similarly, partial pressure of C equals to C at T, partial pressure of D equals to D at molar concentration of D into RT. This is the relation that we are getting from here. Therefore, if you put their relations here, PC, PD, PA, PB like this, PA and PB like this here. So, PC equals to molar concentration of C into RT, molar concentration of C into RT. Therefore, you can write C RT to the power C into DRT to the power D, DRT to the power D by molar concentration of ART to the power A into BRT to the power B, BRT to the power B. See it here. So now separating the terms, concentration of C to the power C, concentration of C to the power C, here C to the power C into concentration of D to the power D, we are separating it by concentration of A power A, concentration of A power A, concentration of B power B, and see the RT terms, RT to the power C plus RT to the power D. Therefore, you can write RT to the power C plus D minus A plus B, minus A plus B. So, see, Kp equals to C concentration of C power C into D power D by A power A into B power B, RT to the power C plus D minus A plus B. This entire expression, this one stands for Kc you know that this is the expression of Kc. Therefore, you can write this is equal to Kc into RT to the power C plus D minus A plus B. So, C plus D is the number of moles of the product, sum of the number of moles of the product minus sum of the number of moles of the reactants. So, this is equal to summation of the number of moles of product minus summation of the number of moles of reactant. See it here. Summation of the number of moles of product minus summation of the number of moles of reactant. Remember, the only number of moles of the gaseous component must be considered here. As you see in the hypothetical reaction, all are gases. That is why we have taken C plus D and minus A plus B. Therefore, this term summation of number of moles of product minus summation of number of moles of reactant, this term is equals to, in another way you can say that it is known as change in the number of moles of the reaction. So, C plus D is the final number of moles and A plus B is the initial number of moles. Therefore, final number of moles minus initial number of moles involved in the reaction, this is called change, that means delta N, change in the number of moles of the moles in the reaction. Therefore, the final expression of Kp equals to, you can write the final expression of Kp equals to Kc into RT to the power delta N. This is the final expression between Kp and Kc. This Kp and Kc relation can be applied when at least one component in the system, equilibrium system, is a gas, at least one. So, what is the relation? Kp equals to Kc into RT to the power delta N. RT to the power delta N. Remember, here when delta N equals to 0, then Kp equals to Kc. There is no change in the values. When delta N equals to 0, then RT to the power 0 means 1. So, Kp equals to Kc. So, in a equilibrium system, if the change in the number of moles is 0, then for that system Kp value and Kc value both are equal. Now, let us consider some other cases, some reactions where you see such things, Kp Kc equal. See this example, Hi gas to H2 gas plus I2 gas. See it here. This equilibrium system, delta N equals to 0, 1 plus 1, 2, a minus 2. So, that is 0. I am showing the calculation 1 plus 1 minus 2, this is equal to 0. Therefore, for this equilibrium system, Kp equals to Kc. So, how to write the expression of Kp, how to write the expression of Kc for a given equilibrium system, that concept you must build up. So, this is the relation between Kp and Kc for this equilibrium system. Now, I am giving you some more examples to write the expression of Kp and Kc. Some more examples of equilibrium system. As you have you have already given this example, CaO plus CO2 plus CO2. There is only one component which is a gaseous component, these are solids. Therefore, for this expression, for this equilibrium system, Kc equals to molar concentration of carbon dioxide and Kp equals to partial pressure of carbon dioxide. So, see, here is the expression of Kc for this equilibrium system, here is the expression of Kp for this equilibrium system. Only partial pressure of CO2 will be taken, this is solid, solid, liquid and aqueous medium, and aqueous means concentration in aqueous solution, their concentrations are considered in the expression of Kc, but only gaseous component, their expression, their partial pressure is involved in the expression of Kc. Now, you see that here delta N for this equilibrium system, delta N equals to 1, this is 0, because you will consider the number of moles of the gaseous components only, 1. 0, 1 plus 0 minus 0, that is 1. And therefore, for this equilibrium system, Kp equals to Kc into RT. Kc into RT for this equilibrium system. Kp equals to Kc into RT. Now see, this is about Kp and Kc. Therefore, sum up what I discussed today, that is how to write the expression of equilibrium constant. What is the law of equilibrium? What is law of mass action? How to derive the expression of Kp and Kc from a given equilibrium system. The relation between Kp and Kc for a particular given equilibrium system. All these things have been discussed here. Now remember it, I want to mention here that this molar concentration or partial pressure, what we are telling here in this case, molar concentration or partial pressure, what we are telling, that is equilibrium concentration. We do not write it, see it here, N2 gas plus 3H2 gas, 2NH3 gas. So this equilibrium system is considered. Now you see in this equilibrium system, Kc equals to molar concentration of ammonia to the power 2 by molar concentration of nitrogen into molar concentration of hydrogen power 3. So what we mean the molar concentration? Molar concentration of ammonia after the attainment of equilibrium. So this is actually equilibrium constant, equilibrium concentration. This is equilibrium concentration, this is equilibrium concentration. Remember it. Concentration at what time? The system is, we have taken a mixture of nitrogen and hydrogen with some molarity. The reaction is going on. At what time you will consider the concentration of reactants and products in order to find out the value of Kc? It is the concentration of the reactants and product at equilibrium. Remember it. Similarly, supposing you are writing the expression of Kp for this one, and this is equal to partial pressure of ammonia power 2 by partial pressure of nitrogen into partial pressure of hydrogen power 3. So what partial pressure? You have taken some initial pressure. Initial mixture of nitrogen and hydrogen, that will have the initial pressure. The reaction is forwarding, the reaction is proceeding, and after some time it will attain equilibrium. Once the equilibrium is attained, the partial pressure, the pressure of ammonia, pressure of hydrogen, pressure of nitrogen, these are measured, and this is known as equilibrium pressure. Remember it. So this is equilibrium pressure. We do not write EQ. We do not write EQ here. This is to be understood that it is equilibrium pressure. So equilibrium pressure, equilibrium concentration, these values are to be put in order to find out the numerical value of Kp and Kc. See it here. So boys, supposing a particular reaction, an equilibrium system, that is N2O4 colorless gas, it is NO2 decomposition, this one is brown, this one is colorless. So you have taken, supposing you have taken one, say 1 bar N2O4 initially. See it here, how to find the expression of Kp. 1 bar N2O4 is taken initially at a particular temperature, say 25 degree centigrade temperature. Then the system is left for the system is standing until the equilibrium is attained. Supposing it is given at equilibrium, what we say, 20% of the reaction has been occurred. At equilibrium, 20% reaction has been occurred. 20% reaction has been occurred. So at equilibrium, you will say that 1 minus 0.2, only 0.2 bar pressure will react. So if 0.2 bar pressure will react, because 20% reaction, 20% of 1, What is the value? 20% of 1 equals to 0.2 bar. Okay, so 0.2 bar N2O4 has been reacted. So if 0.2 bar N2O4 has been reacted, so its pressure will be 0.4 bar, because you see that 1 bar to 2 bar, this is the relation. If 0.2 bar is reacting, then 0.4 bar of this one will be formed at equilibrium. So this is the equilibrium pressure. Therefore, equilibrium pressure of N2O4, this is equal to 0.8 bar, 0.8 bar, and equilibrium pressure of NO2, this is equal to 0.4 bar. Now you can find the value of Kp. Kp equals to partial pressure of NO2 power 2 by partial pressure of N2O4. This is equal to 0.4, 2 times into 0.4 by 0.8. Now you calculate it. So 1 by 2, 0.4 by 2, this is equal to 0.2. See, this is the answer, that what is the value of Kp? Kp is 0.2. Generally, its unit is bar into bar by bar, so it is bar. But generally, we do not write the dimension of Kp and Kc. Kp and Kc, their numerical values are generally written. Okay, next time we will discuss about it, how to find the value of Kp and Kc and why they are dimensionless. Okay boys, thank you.